Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of Hellblade, Senua Sacrifice, and a special early hello to, do you just go by Press, or is it Il Pressel? Either way, hello to you. I hope that you're having a wonderful Friday, and we are going to jump straight into the game right now, I think. At last check, we had successfully beaten both the Lord of Illusion and the Lord of Fire. This is not quite where we left off, but nevertheless we know which way to go. I wasn't sure where it was going to checkpoint, so not a big deal. We'll just head back and we might get some voices here on the way. At the end of the last episode, we had trod this path and made it all the way back to the next gateway, and I realized, okay, if we go through that gate, it's gonna be a whole new thing. So let's back down and tackle it next time, and today is next time. Recording this on a Friday. What is it? Friday the 11th of September. Very, very nice day out here. It's been kind of chokingly humid lately, so it's nice to have a little bit of a respite. We're also recording this episode much earlier than most of the others. So far, the previous 2 episodes of Senua Sacrifice were in the dead of night. So this is the first time we've had some sunlight coming in. Drienne is still so happy to see us playing this. That's fantastic. By the way, Drienne, so I wanted to be... Oops. Oh, dear. I think I went the wrong way. Sorry, everybody. Drienne, I went back and I just watched the very beginning of twitch.tv/morethanamia. Did her own stream of this earlier in the year, about 6 months ago. And I got a chance to watch, and it is right at the beginning of that episode that you became a follower of her channel. So that was very exciting to see. Oh, look, someone named Drienne Levode has popped in and started following the channel. Probably should have guessed by the fact that the I was approaching the plinth backwards. A few thoughts just as we continue on this journey. The combat in this game feels really good. I don't know how deep it is just yet. In our last episode, they just introduced the ideas of guys with shields that have to be kicked aside. Alright, so we need to focus in on this. But just in terms of the way the combat feels, it is a really good feeling game. Okay, maybe we have to focus on it from the other side. I feel like this is not where we were last time. At the end of the previous episode, where have I gone awry? Yeah, Drienne is confirming that's how they found Mia, and that's how they found this channel. We will, on that same note, in terms of just having people find and discover you, we will be doing some more Factorio this weekend. Perhaps tomorrow? I'm not sure. It might even be tonight, although I like to watch Frightening Fridays at twitch.tv/morethanamia, and she will typically be going relatively late on that, so I doubt that we'll be doing anything after Frightening Fridays, but maybe early... Oh, you know what might work? Early tomorrow. What time are you getting up tomorrow? Okay, so maybe I will do it myself. Uh-oh.
Serious question. When the illusion of self is shattered, you simply cease to be. Though it may not seem that way to others, you know when it is true. You can feel it. A stranger in your own body. An imposter. And nothing is the same ever again. Senua has died before. And she will do so again. You can be sure of that.
There's also...
Hold on. Mark of Surt. You may cross the bridge over the River of Knives to Helheim.
There's also a reference at the very beginning of the game to Senua dying or having died. Like the, there's a lot of unreliable narration going on in this game.
Open the gate. No, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Don't open the gate. No, don't. She's done it. There is no one here but me.
Not you.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow. And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved.
Damien!
In this waking nightmare, where all dreams come true, you searched for control, a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears, to smother your furies and banish your fears. But in darkness they came. Through stormy black seas they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams? And now that you're home, he's so far away. They've taken his soul. To these gods you cannot pray. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. You fought for love unspoilt by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home.
No!
They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart.
Hello to Ricardinho. Sorry, it's a bit difficult to talk in chat during something as, just sort of overwhelming as this.
Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it but brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering, worse than death. And you wanted to surrender, abandon him to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
This is not a joke. I sincerely feel like I am not smart enough to play this game, or at least not to comprehend it. I feel like there's so much happening here that is, designed on a level that is very difficult for me to process. Whoa.
End it now. This is nearly. Watch out! Silas, watch out! He's
The
stronger than
gods
you.
made you a warrior for a reason. It's your calling.
Pretty capable warrior. Remember your training.
Some of the past, when there is a new road ahead. The only one that makes any sense.
Brianna asked, what do I think is the story? Like, what is the story so far? I earnestly don't know. I mean, one thing that I cannot figure out, like, it is at the moment equally likely that this is eventually going to cut to a young woman sitting in a modern day psychiatric institute, as it is that all of this is literally happening to a woman in Norse mythology. And that's good. Like, it's not a complaint. It's that I feel ill-equipped to tell what is real and what is not. And I think that that's the point. Oops, hold on. Okay. So, I mean, here's what is known about Senua's journey that we have been told. There was a young man, somebody that she was loved, someone that she loved, someone who I think was Dillian or something similar to that, who she, as far as I can tell, she left and believes that in her departure and then return brought back with her an evil that consumed him, or she left him to be consumed by evil. She blames himself for what happened to him. But how valid that is appears to be unknowable, at least to me right now. Hold on.
Into darkness brings another change.
Oh, I checked chat. If there's something I should be doing.
She's hurt. She's injured. She won't make it.
So, sorry, to answer Ricardio's question, yes, controller. As Drian says. Whoops, sorry. Okay. So I'm just now realizing that giving that guy a good kick to the skull, that took him out of the combat for a good 30 seconds. Oh.
Finish this. End it now. Yes, run towards the city. She's got her sword. Play your go. End it.
Oh boy. Okay, that's not really bad. Is that it? Is she down? Get up, get up, get up. Come on, Senua, Senua.
She's injured. She can still do it.
Oh boy. Is that a death, by the way? Did that count as a death? Crap. Not really a question, by the way. I mean, we'll find out, but I'm just really focused on not getting dead too much.
Do it. You're close.
I can't tell if the stain on her arm is farther than it was. It definitely looks like it. It looks a lot closer to her elbow than it was. But then again, I could be imagining that. Ilpressel saying, parry's on point. That feels good. I feel like I fail as many as I land. So, we came in this door, right? Sorry, I can run now. I'm pretty sure we came in that way. This doesn't look like it opens. You know what, though? I bet it does, because there's a lit torch in front of it. So let's go look down here real quick. Just in case. Nope. Let me look up as well. Okay. Support ribbon SX.
The journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their own path. Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to Hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name. She will ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to Hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
Huh. That dangling rope looks like it's glowing a bit. I wonder if we're going to get to interact with that a little bit later. Yeah, so to circle back to Ricardio's question, Drienne is one of the people who has said this game plays great on a mouse and keyboard. I am using an Xbox One controller, and as the chat has turned to, it feels incredibly natural in terms of its control scheme. I accidentally... Wait, there is something here. Sorry, I should have been paying attention to this. Oh, we don't need reality gates anymore. Now we just build our own reality. I don't know how I feel about that. The game's tutorial appears to be akin to a mother bird just throwing its babies out of the nest, and then it just wants to see if you survive. So the very first thing that happened in the game, well, not very first, during the first combat or so, it was a guy just striding up to you, and as I'm expecting it to, like, cut to a freeze frame, pause, slow down time, give you some sort of tutorial about what's about to happen, he just comes up and takes a swing, and okay. I hit the very first button that came to mind, which was accidentally the parry button, and it worked out great. So we're back down here because we can see the X's in the air, and what I'm looking for is is there an X in the environment? I think those red things up there are going to be really relevant. But when we go up the stairs here, it changes from the X's to the S's. See if we can line up these. Doesn't really look like it from here, does it? Not offhand. Not yet. So for anybody joining, the symbols that you sort of see faintly outlined, support ribbon and X, the S was in there before. What we're doing is looking for those symbols in some sort of a confluence of local items. Okay. Here's our pride ribbon. Now, I kind of feel like the pride ribbon could double as an X, personally, but Senua seems to disagree. Adrian's enjoying how unnerving it is to sort of fashion reality from your own thoughts. Yeah. I need there to be an objective truth. Whatever it might be. I don't like the idea of reality shaping itself to my thoughts because my thoughts are discordant. Have we... I don't think that we've listened to this one yet.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize. Half black and half the color of flesh. And her face, menacing and grim.
Okay, so those are our three symbols. I've really enjoyed those puzzles. We were talking last week, or actually yesterday, about the fact that there are, like, those puzzles can be very, very frustrating if you can't immediately find them, but this game uses a variety of sort of visual indicators to at least get you pointed in the right direction, and from there, so far we've been pretty lucky at figuring it out. If we get really frustrated, my opinion on them might change.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts, and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there's no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. You failed. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your soul.
Come on. Dare.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. It is real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Did it? It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in me, Senua?
No, it's not. It's a trick. She knows it's a trick. He's already dead. You know he's here. He can't be here. It's impossible.
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real. It's happening. Go towards it.
So that moment with the red hot blade to the face is one of those rare moments when we really would have benefited from having face cam, because I may not have made any sound, but believe me, there was a reaction.
There it is. You're imagining things. It's Dylan. He's gone. You were too slow. How could you? Keep going. How could you? Keep going. Ignore the pain. I told you it was to trick you. I told you. Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Come on.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bell made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
Chivalry was asking, can we go back to chasing panty sniffers, which, if you are a new visitor to the channel, just so you know, is a reference to our previous game, Judgment. It's which had a very, very different tone. Better hurry up there, or else the voice is going to chastise me some more.
It's already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
There he was. The lone figure of a boy. Swordplay under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing. And the world danced with him. The glow lifted. For the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
Well, now I feel the need to speak up if there's going to be any sort of lyrics to this. To the extent that those are lyrics. And see a gate up at this level or so. If we can make our way over to it, it might give us some clarity on if we need to find something in the environment. I have thoughts about all this imagery of, like, smash ships and stuff, but I don't know if we're going to have time to explore any of them. And certainly advancing is going to be more valuable than my amateur psychiatry. Okay. Drian saying that you don't have to worry about this game getting muted until the end credits. Which at a minimum, having learned a little bit from our end credits in Judgment, I will take way down or even mute altogether. So, yeah, so, again, I'm not sure that I'm smart enough to pick up what this game is laying down, but I'm looking at all of these smashed ship hulls on the beach. I'm thinking that, like, to me, a ship, a full ship, would, like a functional ship, would represent adventure and exploration and freedom, being unmoored on the waves and able to go anywhere that you want, being somewhat at the beck and call of natural forces like the wind and the tide, but otherwise able to chart your own course and sail off with complete independence to entirely new lands. And to see them smashed apart is sort of the subversion or destruction, the annihilation of that dream.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Uh-oh. Oh, I may not have heard the end of that. I'm not going to go back for it. I didn't intend to cut it off. Yeah, a smashed ship hull like this speaks to me of desolation, loneliness, the loss of freedom, being trapped, stranded. Maybe even the foolishness of believing that you could survive out on your own or be a match for nature. So to the extent that this is not an actual place, but rather an expression of Senua's sort of emotional state, emotional position, that's sort of what I'm thinking as I sort of explore this area. I feel like that's just looping back on where we've been. Also, Drian is on the belief that we've heard everything from that lore stone. Which is good. I like to try to catch as much of the story as we can.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravens, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a serpent with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
I felt like we reached the outer limits of where we'd be able to hear that. Hello to Club, who says this game is so good for all I remember. It really is. I am playing this and trying to figure out how on earth it was created.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who is supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are. But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy
They
you.
won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
That tree. Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he for real? Is he there? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillian? Nothing lives here. You won't survive. You met him by the tree. She met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign, the tree. What's he trying to tell you? He's waiting for you by the tree.
Alright, he's gonna have to wait for 1 second because this looks like a lore stone. Oh, okay, it's not. Alright, in my defense, it really looks like there's a circle there. Sometimes you gotta get close enough for them to light up. I feel like we can't get up to the tree from here. Also, Drian is saying that this was created with a tremendous amount of care and thought. Yes, I mean, for sure. And but like, just the level of... the design process.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
A lot of games are created around the idea of, or they build the mechanics first. Hold on, we got more story right away. They build the mechanics first, and then do some level design, and then have writers come in to sort of connect it all together with some sort of story. And then you have games where, like, the story is going to be sort of the part that comes first, and then the storyteller, the creator, the writer, might work together with the team to extend or weave the story more closely on some of the levels that they want to do and how to pace it and so forth. This is like a tone poem with graphics, and I just am so... I don't know. It's like I've said, it's a bit overwhelming.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
I think we found our way up to the tree. Oh, I don't want to go in there.
Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands, where you will face the trials.
Go to the shard. Go to the shard. Go to the shard. What's the shard? Find it.
It's the metal runestone.
It's in front of you.
Where is it?
Find it. There it is. Focus. It's the shard. Focus. Focus. Use your eyes. Look.
Get closer.
What can you see?
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound.
So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
I can feel the dead in the air. You can feel the dead. Why would he do this? Turn back. Why would he bring you in there? Go in. You have to go in.
Take the torch.
It's too dark. Take it. This will help you. Careful. You have to be able to see.
Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
There he is. There he is. Dillian, there he is. Finally.
You found him. What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me?
How did you let him go?
Just wait there. I'll find you.
How could you? You have to find him. This is your mission. Find him. You have to use everything you have and find him. Get him back. He was just there. How could you lose him? How could she lose him? How could she? Find him.
Oh, can I light this? Okay, good. The reason I care about that is that if it stays lit, it provides us a good marker of where we've been. And also, I hate this darkness. Okay, that's where we've been. Yeah, there's some video games where you plunge into a dark dungeon and it's just like, here we go! And then there's games where you dread what that dark dungeon is going to have, and this is definitely one of those. Can I light this brazier as well? Probably not.
What was that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Is that his voice or the voice is dead? Not Dillian.
Dillian's calling to you. Don't touch the walls.
You don't know what they might do.
Turn back.
She has to keep going.
It's not safe here.
She has to keep going.
If you go down there, no one can save you.
It's too scary.
Find another way. It's not working.
You have to use your mind. Where can you go?
You're failing. Find another way.
Think. Focus. Use your mind.
Where's he gone? He's disappeared.
You let him slip through your fingers once again. Think clearly. You have to find another way. There has to be another way.
Well, we found something.
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Herver, the daughter of a berserker, born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
Oh, like just this, where the darkness seems to press out against you. Okay, clearly we've been there. I am not convinced that this environment sort of exists as a straight line. All right. So I went left last time. Right is where we just came from, but maybe we'll see something on the return trip in terms of where we should be going. The voices were real hot on, you need to focus, but they didn't provide, I didn't see a lot to focus on. Okay, so we just had that chat. I'm also mindful, so in the last episode we had the voices urging Senua over and over and over again, follow the screams, go to the ruins, find the screams, and follow the screams will help you. And now I'm wondering if this was the environment that they were referencing?
I can hear him.
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires. as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
I told you it was the truth.
Oh, hello to Aleknax. I hope that you are doing well. It's been a while. I hope your summer went really, really well. We are currently in a crypt. And listening to see if I can figure out which direction the screams are coming from. I think it's this way, but I'm not sure. I feel like we've... Well, then again, we haven't gone through anything that we duck, so I'll keep going.
That voice doesn't sound like Dillian.
What's happening?
Quiet.
It's not even.
He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
That's not Dillian.
That doesn't sound like
What's in there? What is it?
a secret room.
You're a boss.
How do you get in there?
How does she get?
That voice. It's not Dillian.
There's a way.
Don't stop now. Don't give up now. Find a way.
You're too close to stop. What's in there?
Alec Knights is saying that junior year sucks. I can only imagine with the way that school has to be this year so far that, yeah, it would be real bad. I'm listening for a scream. Or something. I'm gonna go this way. Alec Knights, you are not whistling Dixie on that. This is very much a game that messes with your head.
Dillian wants me to face my fears.
Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chief had some.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No!
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
It's done.
You did it.
But there's more.
Going.
There's more.
You're tired, but you have to keep going.
There's still more.
Yeah, so Alec Knights, if this is your first exposure to Hellblade, it is part puzzle game, part action game, and all sort of a psychological unmooring. It is, and it says this right up front at the very beginning, that their aim was to create as accurate and evocative an experience of having schizophrenia as possible. Okay, we've already listened to that one. The setting is, as you say, steeped in Norse mythology. In terms of how... like, that's sort of the flavor of the game. I haven't yet come to a conclusion on whether or not that is what the game is about in any way. It seems like a very, very personal journey that appears to have Norse mythology as sort of a through line, but I'm not certain.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older. And where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels...
What is this place?
This place feels... It's... creepy.
Oh, now we're in the creepy place, everyone.
Where is it? Where are we? Turn back. This is wrong. This has to be wrong.
There he is.
He is. Oh.
The light.
Go towards it.
He's in the house.
Find...
He's going in.
He's disappearing.
Follow him.
Don't let him disappear.
The air.
Where's
it gone?
Keep going. How do you find it? It's just...
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me.
Just one little test to do. You can almost reach it.
The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No. Don't worry. Not everyone can. It was a warm spring day when she went to the river with Dillian and the others. But the water. She could taste the rot. No one else could. She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like that.
It's broken. Fix it. You have to fix it. How are you going to fix it?
You can't get to the house until the bridge is fixed.
You must. You have to get to the house.
Huh. Last time we did this, we sort of focused on it, and it coalesced. It is not doing that right now. Maybe we have to view it at a very specific angle so that all the pieces are sort of coming together. Also, Drian is saying that it's not so much a... oh, hold on, we have a reality gate here, although it doesn't appear to be turned on. Drian is saying that it's not so much a game explicitly about schizophrenia as psychosis in general. I thought I'd seen somewhere that it's... that schizophrenia was sort of their focus, but I could be wrong. I have not seen any of like making up specials. A lot of this is just coming from that opening starting screen. It may just say psychosis. So normally we turn on reality gates by interacting with a local doorway, and then things sort of start coming together. So if I had to guess, we have to find something else in the environment. Well, let me walk through it just in case I'm like missing something. Nope. Aleknax is, I think, asking about the rot on Senua's hand. And Esdrian says, my understanding, and if this is wrong, please do not correct this, but based on what it said at the very beginning, it's basically the one text tutorial related thing that came up at all. It was like, hey, every time you fall, that rot is gonna get worse, and if it reaches Senua's death, her journey is over.
Get to the house. Get to the house and finish this trial.
It doesn't finish until you get to the house.
Before he disappears, Senua.
You have to get in.
Okay. Yeah, I see the pieces, and I see the bridge where they would go. So although the phrase permadeath is not, you know, used directly, it really feels like it, and I've taken some pretty good wallops in combat so far. Her rod is up over the elbow now. Let me go... I don't know if I can reach this doorway. I think I tried before, but it's got a red symbol on it. Also, Aleknax was saying that the symbols themselves have meaning. I've seen these symbols used as alphabet analogs in other games, but I don't know, like, if that is in any way, like, culturally accurate. Or if the symbols have, if the runes have more sophisticated meanings than just like, oh, here's the one that means TH. Can't tell if I just lost, like, wandered backwards for a long distance or something. Nope, that's not the way to go. Here's our gate that we can't make use of yet. Yeah, now that I think about it, the combat in this game is rather handled like in terms of its expectation of you to figure it out, it's like the old Street Fighter games. Those did not have like a big tutorial to teach you how to do a Hadouken. Like, you either had someone to explain it or you figured it out on your own. And also, where the hell am I in relation to the bridge pieces that I was trying to reconstruct? Somehow I wandered down, like, the wrong path, and am now far away from where I think I wanted to be. I'm betting she can't just climb over this. Nope. Game's pretty good about marking things in white that you can clamber up or over, jump down from. Okay, I think I went completely the wrong way. Aleknax is saying that if he remembers correctly, it's like it's a Souls-like. Not this time. You know, not in the sense that, like, Darksiders 3 was very much patterned after what a Soulsborne game would be like. This is... I'm not sure that I have anything to compare this to. Wait. Oh, the gate is on. Okay, I was not looking in the right direction. Well, so, Aleknax, for example, see how that wood is there? Oh, if we go through the gate, it's not there, and this pathway is open. So, now that I know the gates are functional, they used to glow in the older areas, so I just assumed that they were not up and running. Clearly they are, so I'm going to pay a lot more attention as we find any other gates that we can interact with. I wonder if one of them will put this bridge back together. Because if not, I'm not sure what I'm missing. God, that could just be its own painting, couldn't it? Just the cabin with the ethereal blue glow. Source unseen coming out of the windows. Brienne, have you watched a movie called Lake Mungo? And if you haven't, do not look it up. Okay, we've got a different gate here. I did go through it once, but now I want to see if we can determine what, if anything, is different in the environment. For some reason, I wasn't looking very carefully. Okay, there was a barricade there. Can I get up this, Not from here. Ladder comes down, doesn't go up. Did I check over here yet? Okay, so that opens that door. Oh, maybe that's what I have to do.
You did it. She didn't.
Open the door.
It's not done yet.
And then...
Just a small piece of the puzzle.
Yup, now there's a platform there. Okay.
To climb the tower, the ladder. Quick. What now? You can see it. Aligned to the truth. The bridge.
Aligned to the bridge. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Look at that. You just line up the pieces-ish. How am I not in the right position for this? Come on. Come on.
She didn't. Did it. You fixed the bridge. She fixed it. You passed the trial. Get to the house. You succeeded.
Is that the bridge I just fixed? Yes, it is. Okay, I think so. There we go.
Senua! Come to me! Where are you?
I'm here! I'm right here!
Are you in there? Come out if you are.
Where is he? Find him. You have to find him. The runes. Focus. The runes. Focus the runes.
The Northmen speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then...
Oops.
Dillian! They're coming for me!
It's Dillian. Go to him. Dillian, go to him. He's trying to save us.
Oh, this is going to be much easier with a fractured reality. Please don't tell me I died. Oh, my rod is not as bad as it was, I don't think. Okay, apparently I'm really bad at this. Oh, that's much worse. Okay. So, I'm sorry, I'm not picking this up. Am I supposed to run? Apparently.
Don't let it see you. It is. Go towards it. Run. Focus. There it is. It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. You'll die. Run.
Run where?
Run. It's safe here. Run. Senua, run. Don't run. Your sword. You came through the wrong door. Where's your sword? To defend yourself. What is that creature? You can't defend yourself. It's Dillian. Find the creature. Where's Dillian? Where are we?
Okay.
It's not safe. I feel unsafe. Where is it? I'm not safe. You're dying. You're lost. You're dying. This is what death feels like.
Watch
I don't know how close I have to get.
One more to find. One more. One more to send.
Okay, nope.
Find the other symbol. You're lost. Where is he?
Can I go through this? No. Okay, that's fine. No, boy.
The light. Go towards it. Focus.
Go towards it.
Focus. Look.
There it is.
You've got them. You have them. Where's the door? You have to find a way out. Find out. Get out. Run. Run. Don't let it see you. It's coming. Move away. You're lost again. Where are you?
Okay. Oh, this seems very bad. No. Oh, crap. I thought I could, like, outrun it or something. I guess I needed to break line of sight. Oh! Did I lose all three? Or do I have all three? I think I lost all three. Oh, boy.
It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. You'll die. Run. Run now. Run. It's not safe here. Run. Senua, you don't run. Have your sword. You came through the wrong door. Where's your sword? Defend yourself. Is that creature? You can't defend yourself. It's Dylan. It's Dylan. Where are we? It's not safe. I feel unsafe. Where is it? I'm not safe. You're dying. You're lost. You're dying. This is what death is. I can't find you.
Okay, one. Oh no, it gets to go through walls.
They're coming.
No. It is particularly frustrating that it really feels like this is stacked in my favor, in that there's so many pathways to victory, and yet I keep getting caught. Okay, I really feel like it's actually over here. Yep. So you can see the blue light. It's very good about using the coloring to help indicate which direction you should be going and which way you should not be going. No, go under there.
Dillian!
All right, well, this cost most of my arm, but I guess we made it through okay.
Senua! Senua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. That doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What if this has nothing to do with the sword? What if we're wrong? The sword will never be yours. What if this is the end? It's just a trick. It's just a pointless test. You've been fooled before. You could be fooled again. You're being tested. You don't know.
Like Alec Nax, that is an example there where that's a new one. Like, there's been no previous instances of, here's a speed stealth section that you're going to have to figure out. The game keeps you on your toes by simply having things, and suddenly you're like, oh, you have to figure it out very, very quickly. And
I want to tell you a story
hold on.
about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good, and wise.
He's going to keep
He was
talking.
fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Like, my very, very crude thought is that the game is almost built around the idea that it's not overly concerned with being fair to you, just like life has not been fair to Senua, or that she's had to play by different rules than everybody else. So, sort of the rules of society and culture that just sort of came to everybody else, she's had to learn how to navigate her life through what is a very, very different sequence of, not sequence, but a different concept of, no, that's not the right word either, a different just perception of the world. But that's a rough guess from what we've seen so far. Oh, do I get to...
It's dangerous. Don't go near it. Don't go there. Don't go too close.
Creepy as shit.
You don't know what will happen if you touch it. Gods, the mask is here to watch you fail again. Don't fail. Where are we? What is this? It's the same. It's another world. It's lighter. It's nicer. I like it here.
Okay. So we've got a sundial, and there's a Mask of Dawn and a Mask of Twilight.
It's safe here. It's calm.
I guess we'll explore this for now, and then know that we can go back to the other world.
The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What happened? The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
We've got a few things to interact with. Let's see if this opens. I bet it does not. Right. We've got this to look at, or here.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness. Swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Okay, we were wandering out of range, so now that the stone has played its part. Let's look at this. All right.
She can't open the gate.
Like, I'm betting that once we go through the Mask of Twilight, we'll be able, like, that door will be open, and then we can open the other door from the other side, come back through and switch back to the World of Dawn. But what I was saying before, that's just me trying to think of, like, not trying to, but games are developed in a certain way with a lot of tutorials to make sure that the player is comfortable in what is expected of them so that they can make progress and enjoy the journey. This game is not interested in making you feel comfortable. If anything, it is the exact opposite. And that brings me to start thinking about, like, why would this be? What would they... Oh. This is not where we left. Okay. What narrative purpose is there in keeping the player feeling constantly unsettled? And it is the narrative itself.
It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe. Dillian, there he is. There he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Go through.
Oh, that's him. Okay.
Dillian, don't lose him. Way too many times. Always let him disappear. Dillian, where is he? Where's he going? We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in the wrong world. He's not in this world. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark world.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of color stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Baldur, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Baldur's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Baldur's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
So it seems like the F branch symbol there is somewhere in this area.
Undoes the curse. What does it feel like to feel a love so strong?
Although I don't see it. Oh, wait. Could it possibly be that window? That looks a bit like it, except that it's backwards. It doesn't look exactly like it, though. Oh, there it is. There it is. Come on, Senua.
Remember how he made you feel? You got it.
See, like that, the way that the shafts of light come together.
He's in the dark world. He's gone to the dark world. You're in the wrong world. He's in the other world. The dark world. Without you.
Nobody will love her now.
Can you remember what love feels like?
Look what happens to the thing she loves.
She destroys the thing she
This part is so cool, by the way.
You kill the things that are most precious to you.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Doesn't sound very fair to
He led you
Hood.
astray. You should have listened to your father when you had the chance. I didn't listen to him. This love
The
has
Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillian, her future.
You're special. She thinks she can.
Two realities
They mean
tearing
nothing.
at her soul.
Being special. Waste of time. Could all be a
Drana's saying that they really, really enjoyed this part because of its,
What if the gods are laughing at her?
okay, how is that not one of the two symbols? Because it's backwards. Okay.
first time.
We'll figure that out in just a second. It reminds them of Legacy of Kain's Soul Reaver. And yeah, boy, that game was so ahead of its time. I think it's an enduring shame that the Legacy of Kain
Do you
games
remember how he made you feel?
stopped being a thing.
Does it feel warm? Do you feel safe? Dillian loves you.
Yeah, I remember feeling at the time, like, playing Soul Reaver, like,
Saved you.
this game is a generation too early. It was so good, and yet felt limited by the technology on the... There was a PlayStation 1 game, as I recall.
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder. Weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let Hel keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Everything is broken.
Because he believed in you.
Oh boy, I do not know how we're going to get to the other world from here, but... Yeah, so if anybody isn't familiar with the franchise, Legacy of Kain, the first game started off as a...
Look what happens to the things you love.
Oh, that's so close, though. We got it.
You have no time for this. Speed.
It was like a, as I recall, like a Link to the Past style, top-down adventure, like quasi-RPG. I'm trying to remember if it had any RPG aspects to it, but also, as I recall, had some of the longest loading times. Like, if you think loading times on current consoles are bad, like you die in Bloodborne before the patch and it took a while, like the load time to get into the inventory screen on the original Legacy of Kain game was 10 seconds or so every time you open the inventory screen. So, I mean, that game was a trip to get through. But the overall arc of the story had a lot to do with like a rising darkness, as a lot of top-down RPGs tended to be. I'm going to fail to accurately represent the first Legacy of Kain game.
Do you remember the way you felt?
Also, I'm talking over the voices and probably shouldn't be doing that. There's our symbol.
What if this is pointless?
What are you doing?
Yeah, and then as Drian says, the games that followed it were totally different in terms of style and tone.
What if they don't
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Baldur's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down and turned these bonds to iron and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
He was the only one that really loved.
Hello to Ricardio, who says that the GTA 5 online loading screen is also very long. And also hello to Samalander.
Was it worth it? You're still alive and Dillian's dead. Does he deserve to be dead?
It's her door.
make you feel? Doesn't know who killed him, but we do.
If anybody missed that last line, it was Dillian doesn't know who killed him, but we do.
Dillian!
There he is.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbel. I guess he took after his father,
Okay.
a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms,
She's not.
learned to see the world through his eyes.
She's steady. She can
Slowly,
do it.
the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Be quick. Be quick. Careful.
Okay.
Very, very careful.
You've come this far, don't make him slip away.
It's a narrow bridge. And there's a long way to fall.
No! No!
It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to He's gone to the water. He's drowned.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Killing you would be too easy. They're taking your memories to torture you. They're taking them from the inside. You're disappearing one memory at a time. Every time you remember, it disappears. They're going to take everything. They're not yours anymore. They're going to take everything you have. The memories of ghosts. They belong to the gods, not to you. They're eating you from the inside. They want to kill your soul. They want to crush it. They want your body. They want your soul. They want your mind, and they're going to take it. The memories were yours, but they're the gods now.
The Northmen say that their Allfather, Odin, gave his eye in exchange for a drink from Mimir's well, the Well of Wisdom. In blindness, there can be wisdom. Only by giving can you receive in return. For this reason, I give my life and pass on my stories of the Northmen to you, Senua.
Recording your notes that I said hello to him 90 minutes earlier. Yeah, sorry, I have a tendency to get swept up in
I can't see.
the events here.
Who's there?
Can you hear me? I'm right here. Can't you see me?
Help me.
Breathe slow.
It's the darkness.
Stay still. Empty your thoughts. Tell me what you feel.
The breeze.
Good. Then there is a way out.
I can't tell where it comes from.
Yes, you can.
So, there's a vibration of the controller.
Others. The voices. They've gone.
I'm still here.
It's so quiet. So dark.
It's okay. Listen to your own breath. Feel it rise and fall. Good. Be aware of everything you hear and feel. Let your senses guide you.
I just wonder, how on earth was this communicated on mouse and keyboard? Because this is all... so far what I'm doing is... there's a vibration of the controller when Senua is sort of headed in the right direction. So it's sort of her feeling the breeze that Dillian is talking about and getting you angled in the right direction. Without that vibration, there must be some other way for mouse and keyboard players to know where to head.
I think I'm somewhere else now. The breeze has gone.
Use all of your senses. Let the world speak to you. What do you hear?
I hear water.
Go to it.
I've reached the water.
Good. That's your way out. Follow it upstream.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. I thought I left this all behind.
Don't be sorry. It's not your fault.
He was right. It's inside of me. It won't let me go.
Senua. My father. He taught me that the hardest battles are fought in the mind, not the soul. You're no coward. You proved that to me in the warrior trials. This is just another battle. You can beat it.
This isn't your bet. You don't have to help me.
I want to. Besides, you are going to be a great warrior one day. We need people like you.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Shh. Shh. I know what you're thinking. He's not really here. It seems there's no escaping the past in this place. And so she's forced to relive it. To what end?
There's a waterfall. I can't go on this way.
Then look for another way and tell me what you find.
There is a house. I don't know what's inside.
Don't be afraid.
Dillian, there's something in here.
Do you see it? No. Then it cannot see you. Quietly move past it, one step at a time.
Sure, no problem. I'm very concerned about my ability to get past this. Don't touch the clinky chains. Oh, okay. I really don't like this. God. Oh.
It's not following.
Leave it behind and keep moving forwards.
So, Dillian, these feel like things I don't want to move forwards towards. Okay. So a segment like this has a real suppressive effect on any sort of commentary, because I feel like I really, really need to listen to what's happening. Keep a very far distance from the bloat ghosts. Basically just pray that I'm heading in something approximating the right direction. At the end, Drienne will reveal that those bloat ghosts had all of the story. Every question would have been answered by simply walking up and having a fun chat.
I think I'm in a house.
Oh, hello to... Sorry, let me pause just for 1 second. Hello to Patika and everybody who raided over. Patikan is here. Anybody else who might be coming through? We're, for 5 hours-ish into Senua. 3 hours, or 2 hours today, rather.
Of death.
The darkness is testing you, but you are in control.
Unfortunately, not a lot of commentary right at the moment, because we are getting attacked by wasps, and also in an endless nightmare world made of wind and teeth. And bugs. Probably a very different vibe than Ori and the Blind Forest.
A well. There's a well.
Don't turn back. You're getting close.
Delia. Help me.
Oh, God.
Come to the center.
Oh, I'm getting hunted. No. Oh, 100%. Congratulations, Patikan.
Is that you? I can see a light.
Yes, I can see you too.
Dillian, you seem like a swell guy, but you and I are going to have some conversations about where we go on dates.
she could spend hours, days even, trapped within herself, in the dark.
You see me?
Yes.
Your eyes were open, but you were gone.
And when it finally let her go, she could be anywhere, with no memory of how she got there.
When it comes for me, I have no power over it.
But here, for the first time, someone was there to help.
But I heard your voice. You brought me back.
You found your own way back. All you needed was a little help. A little hope.
You've done it. The warrior trials. Go get the sword. You have to get the sword.
With grammar reforged, you will have Odin's blessing to walk, a goddess, into the halls of Helheim and challenge Hela as an equal.
So Dillion was helping me. And the sword will lead me to him. Like when we first met.
I remember finding a staircase to get up there. I'm just not certain where it is. I think it's somewhere around this mound. So yeah, Patigan was just saying that he successfully found or finished Ori and the Blind Forest to 100% completion. That is, I feel like that's a fairly rare accomplishment because people talk about that game being very challenging. I think the definitive edition rebalanced some things though. All right, let's see what this.
Dillion gave her the strength to pass the warrior trials, and she saw a way out. To leave her past behind, and become a warrior in Dillion's clan.
Go back. It's not safe.
The sword is tainted by the gods of darkness. Leave it.
No. He left it here. He wants me to take it.
You will pay a price for this.
But years later, with Zinbal's parting words still haunting her, the darkness came back with a vengeance. A plague.
Dillion?
Everyone suffered.
My father was not supposed to die like this.
Do you see it clearly now, Senua? The suffering you've caused.
This is your fault. You brought this plague to us. You have blood on your hands.
They're coming for you now.
They're coming.
They're coming to get you. Hold your heavy strike. Hold it. Hold the heavy strike. Hold your heavy strike. Unleash the sword. She can't remember. How does she focus?
Okay.
The mirror. Focus is coming back. Do it.
Okay. Okay.
Don't give up. Focus. Focus. There's nowhere to run to. There's
In
no
the sea of corpses, the corpse waved through itself over the ones I loved. The ship broke up under them. The ship that had sailed from the land of shining fields. Their memorial stone is sacred. Come not here in the sun. Come not with a sword. Come not crying over a naked corpse. Come not with disturbed mind.
Hello to Azaric. We are currently playing Happy Slappy Hero Pup.
She's lost. She doesn't know where she's trying to get to.
I think I took a wrong turn somewhere around Cuddle Cove.
Do you hear the suffering, Senua? Does your precious gift of sight let you see the souls that rot here in this sea of corpses? Do you feel the blood running cold on their skin? Do you hear their endless cries? Do you smell their putrid wounds? They were once brothers, sisters, and loved ones. And look at what you have done to them. All because you were a coward, because you ran from your curse instead of facing it. When you turned your back on your father, Zinmel, you turned your back on the gods and let the darkness wreak havoc on your people. Why must they pay for your heresy?
Oh shit! Come on, come on, come on! Oh no, am I still alive? Okay.
He's down. Finish it. Finish it. Strike it.
Oh no! Oh, that was a good one. I didn't see that backswing.
You can do this. Focus. Focus. It's the only way. No focus. It's built. It's built.
Okay.
You won this defeat. Focus. Focus now. You're strong.
I was about to say, Aleknak showed up during probably the longest sustained period of not having any combat, and I guess we're making up for that. Okay. Shit.
Quickly get up. They're coming.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Okay.
It's not over. It's not over. Keep going.
Hey, you guys in the stands, you want lunch? You can have that guy.
Who is it? Galena. Her mother. Do you recognize her? It's her. Galena is here. It's definitely her. She's dead, just like you. She went to Moses. Where are you?
Do you hear, Senua? Do you hear the voice of your mother, Galena? She calls for you, Senua. Go to her. Answer her pitiful call.
Mother! I need you! Help me! You're both dead. You both surrendered to the voices.
Your dear beloved mother was powerless against the darkness when it came forth. She too had a sight She too doubted the gods and let the darkness infest her. But she didn't run. She escaped the only way she knew how. She gave her life to the gods. If only you had done the same, the world would have been spared this horror. It's not too late. She's calling for you. Why don't you join her?
So, not for nothing, but oh boy. I feel like the voice of Captain Howdy there is the same person who is playing Senua's father in one of the cutscenes. The voice sounds exactly the same.
Finish this.
But we only have one example of Senua's dad saying anything.
Finish. Focus. Focus.
It's mostly just that I feel like that guy has a very, very
Focus now. Focus.
memorable, distinctive voice. Okay, I have somehow wound up perfectly in the middle of all three guys. Okay, come on, Senua, on your feet. This is on me, not on you.
I'm gonna make it.
Oh, Christ.
Do it. You're close. He's behind you. Another one. There's more. Get ready. He can defend himself. Keep going. You can do this. Focus. 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 Now.
I like my friendly neighborhood mind voices when they are supportive as opposed to the ones that constantly sneer.
It's nearly over. Finish it.
It's a good life lesson. Be supportive of your friends, even those when you're living in their heads rent-free. Right, he's non-corporeal, so I gotta... Okay, we got guys coming up behind too, so... Oh boy.
You won.
If anybody's unfamiliar with Hellblade, we're currently operating under the belief that the game has a rather elaborate permadeath system that I would very much like not to know anything more about by simply choosing not to be dead too much. What is this?
You can do this. Make it. Go again. Down.
I don't know who I'm squaring off again. Okay. Oh, crap. Oh, boy! Working on it. Oh boy, okay.
Why do you still fight on? Maybe you too should suffer with your brethren in this rot and let your blood seep into the seas and the rivers of hell. Isn't that what you deserve after all you've done? Give the darkness what it wants, let it swallow your soul and destroy all that you are. Why are you fighting for someone who's already dead?
Oh, he fainted the shit out of me. Okay.
Just look around you. What hope is there for him, even if his soul could be rescued? Do you think he'd thank you for what you have done to him, to his friends, to his father?
Okay. I could see it coming and still didn't dodge.
Finished.
Oh! So just so that there's no surprises, we're probably going to be looking for a nearby save point in preparation to jump over to twitch.tv/morethanamia, where she'll be playing a game that is dark and spooky, if you can believe it.
To the voices. The darkness has taken you. Galena and Senua. Galena and Senua.
You are lost. There's nothing you can do. You're dead. You're both dead. Mother and daughter dead in the sea of corpses. The voices took her and they'll take you too.
The voices have taken her. The voices will take you. Surrender to the darkness.
It's the end.
Darkness will take you.
The end for you.
It will take you to your mother.
Oh, the only thing I'm better at crawling on than very thin slats of wet wood.
I can't fight it anymore. Not on my own. Where are you, Mother? I want to be with you.
That night, she gave up on her world to follow in the footsteps of her mother, to go to a place where the darkness couldn't reach her.
Senua. Look at me.
Do you hear them?
calling for me.
We've lost so many. And I've lost my father. I can't lose you.
You said it. I have blood on my hands.
I didn't say that. You've done nothing wrong.
Symbol was right. Everyone will suffer.
Zimbel is a fake. He is a hateful, bitter liar. He's poison. And his words still haunt you. Who do you trust? Him? Or me? Do you still believe in me, Senua? In us? Come back to me. Please. Don't let this darkness come between us.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind. He gave her the sword with which to fight in more ways than one. And she gave him her word, never to surrender. All she needed was a little help, a little hope.
Okay, and we could not have designed a more ideal pausing point for this episode of Senua's Sacrifice. I am going to check very quickly to see if twitch.tv/morethanamia is live. If she's not, then I would at some point in this playthrough like to share a... she is. Okay, so we are going to cut over to her, but between now and the closing of the end credits, what I'd like to do is at some point share an experience that I had with sort of a disassociative break, which is probably less interesting than it sounds and less dramatic than it sounds, and yet I feel gave me a lot of insight into what life might be like for people who struggle with it on sort of a chronic basis, an ongoing basis. It was under highly specific circumstances, including a very, very long period of sleep deprivation. I don't mean a day or two, I mean a week or two. So we will get into that at some point in the future. But for now, we're going to toss over to twitch.tv/morethanamia for her continuing adventures in the world of Dead Space. It is her very, very first playthrough, and man, has it been fun to watch. On our way out, please do check out twitch.tv/streamer... I'm sorry, twitch.tv/Tashir Games, who is putting together streamerfx.com, and check out our About page. Many of the people that have stopped by today, like Patikin and Drienne, have sort of direct links to their channels, but also there are so many other wonderful streamers, including folks like Azaric, who, as I say, we need to add in there. But much thanks to Ricardinho, Chivalry, Patikin for the raid. I'm gonna forget, Il Pressel stopped by earlier, which may just go by press. I'm not exactly certain. Probably just go by press until I hear otherwise. And if I can just scroll up slightly, I'd prefer not to slight anyone who is in here and chatting. Ricardinho, if I didn't already say him, has been here. Hello to Samlander. Yep, he was in here. Alec Nax. So you talked a bunch to Alec Nax, and then almost forgot to say his name out loud. So it can be easy to believe that... Oh, and Club was in here too? Yep. Okay. So... And if I... See, this is me in names. I can already not remember if I already said Ricardinho, and I probably said it twice, but that is just my luck. So we are going to jump over to twitch.tv/morethanamia, and we'll see you guys again, probably not later today, but hopefully early tomorrow. That'd be a great time to stream a little bit of Factorio, and then maybe some Hellblade later on in the day. Until next time, thank you so much. Please stand by for the raid, and have a great day.